The company Happytalk sent me these family conversation cards to try out with my family. The way life is these days, it's go, go, go. A lot of times you don't have time to really sit down and talk to your kids. So doing it in this form makes it easier, I feel like, for them to open up to you about certain things. Even though it's not really a game, it's basically just reading off of a card, asking a question. There is some sort of excitement of what's the next question going to be. So the kids did look forward to that when we was doing it. What's the next question? What's the next question going to be? There's 200 questions. Comes in this tin to keep them in, to keep them organized and together. So this is what the cards look like. Questions on the back. So question 1, what was the best part of your day today? That really should be a question we ask our children every single day. But like I said, the way life goes and goes and goes and never stops, sometimes we don't get to. So to ask your kid, what was the best part of the day? It's getting you involved in what went on with their life. If you could invent a new dish, what would it include? Random question, but it's just cool to see what your kids come up with. It opens up parts of their minds that they don't even think about, but it also opens up parts of their mind that we don't even think about. It really opens up the conversation about some things that can be hard. For instance, do you ever feel sad or left out at school, and why? That's probably something you and your kids don't talk about. That's probably something they keep to themselves and just don't think anybody cares. But by asking them this, it opens the conversation up, and if there is something going on, it will hopefully open the conversation up later without including these cards. The other thing is, another thing this does is, this question says, if you could build anything in our yard, what would it be? Most likely that's going to be some kind of fun activity, some kind of, swing set they want, trampoline they want, whatever. That's a gift idea, birthday, Christmas, whatever. I mean, it's just ways to get conversations going that you probably normally wouldn't do. Another one is, if you could change one rule in our house, what would it be? Maybe that rule might be something you can maybe compromise with. It might be something you can sort of change up to make it fit them better and make them not despise that rule as much. So many, there's, like I said, 200 of these cards. There's so many conversations to be had that's going to help your relationship with your children. And possibly, you and your spouse, because these questions can go to anybody. I could ask my husband, what's an important responsibility for you? By him answering that question, naming one of his important responsibilities in front of our kids are most likely going to think, you know what? Dad thinks that's an important responsibility, so I need to think that's an important responsibility. Just building relationships and building great characteristics in your kids that hopefully model yours if you have good characteristics, that is. All in all, this is just a great family conversation starter. You can do a couple of these every night. You can sit down and do a whole bunch of them, just however you want to do it. Either way, any bit of this is going to help your kids open up to you and help you understand them and help them understand you too. So I'm going to really enjoy having this product in our house. And also, it's not a one and done. You can answer these questions, this week and then answer them in a few months, and they could be completely different. So it's definitely a game or something that you can use over and over and over, because the answers are always going to be changing. But it helps you grow with your kids and continue to learn about them and continue to see how they're growing and how they're changing.